Welcome back to Python with Snake. For this episode, we'll look at what they call sequence data types. Sequence data types just they put list, tuple, and all other data type we say we fit say okay, they get value we follow themselves, or they get things we say that they line up for inside their value. For example, for list data type we don't look since, we still resemble string, and if it still resemble range and tuple. If you look and say how this one take happen. Na because say we fit slice am, we fit index am, we fit use am with in or not in, and we fit still use am for inside loop. If you look at, just to show example, make we just quickly write string, make we see wetin we fit still do for string. For example, make we name this variable name, and we fit use name like Charlie, and maybe string. So wetin we fit quickly check, we say if we say okay, sorry, as e be so, e still get some things, say for list, if we wan check index of wetin dey inside that list, we go just call the index and e go give us wetin dey there. We still do that same thing with string like this. So for example, we say we call name, we say okay, make name give us, make it print index 0. We already know wetin index 0 be for list, so if we use the same scope, still take bring something out from inside this our string, and if you see am, so na why e be part of the sequence data type. If e get value we follow themselves, and fit call am the same. Some of the things we fit do for inside list, we fit still do am with this one. -2, e go count from back, -1 and this last one, so e go give us the place where this particular index dey for inside our string, just the same way we fit dey do am for inside our this thing. We fit still also slice am, say okay, from 0 go reach maybe for make it print am come outside. E go print that part from 0 go reach 4 come outside for us, so na the same thing for slicing of list. I fit still do am for here. Another thing we fit do be say we fit still ask, say okay, make it print if or is not in for example, just the same things. Some of the things we will do for inside our list, we fit still do am for here. We fit say okay, make it check for us if ch in name, print ch in name, and we just know say okay, for our normal in is not in, it go bring out boolean data type. E go true or false, now e go tell us say okay, ch e dey inside this name. Anything wey you call from inside the name, e go tell you say okay, e dey. If you say ch not in name, or not in name, e go still tell you say na false. If you check down here, so all this one just mean say the things we do with list, we fit still do some of them with string, but e get where the thing go take stop. But make we still continue, make we still look how we fit take use our loop. For example, just the same way we do for inside our list, we fit still do for items in name, or for I in name. We put our colon, then we say make it print, for example, say print this one could be string. If we say we can add down to I, say we can add down to another string of asterisk. We already know wetin these items they do. You go list everything come outside one by one wey dey inside this our name. You go print C, go print C, print H, print A, just the same way we dey print am for inside list. Wey say you go print for every one of them, and na the same thing we go see for here. So if you see am, you call am one by one. Just this one na just to give am small design, make we see say the list, the whole idea be say you go put all of them for different line, the same way they put the values of list for different lines like this. So this one are just good example of those things we fit do. So but the only difference be say list dey mutable. I go explain wetin mutable mean very soon. While this string dey dey mutable or e dey immutable. And wetin this one mean be say e get some things wey we no go fit do wey be say we dey do with list. For example, we go fit change some kind things for inside our wetin dey call am, our list. We fit just say okay make e replace maybe ch with another thing. Dat one no possible for string. The things wey possible for string say okay comot this one, put this one, e no dey possible with and na dat one na im just be the difference. So dat mutable and non-mutable. For string, we no fit tell am for example say okay make e comot someone index or make we remove something for inside string the same way we dey remove some things for inside our list. Python no fit do dat one. So this one mean say this our strings dey immutable. You no fit just comot something put another thing. Whereas for the list dey mutable, you fit change things as you like. For example, if you say okay maybe you get list of, we already know this already but make we just quickly talk just to give example of wetin we dey talk about. If you say you get list of you, me, them or they. If you get things like this, we fit just tell our this is okay. Say make it change the first index, for example, with the name. So we just call say name, we just say equals, sorry, tell am the index, say okay, the first thing wey dey inside name, make e change am to us. If you call name, right, say you print am, say print name. We don do this example finish just to show wetin I dey talk by mutable and non-mutable. You see say e don change am to us. Wetin dey happen for here no be say e no dey delete the thing wey dey there before. E just dey write something on top am, right? So this one fit give us some issues later. Because if we wan really delete something, we go tell am make e use this delete, or we go use other functions or methods. Say okay make e comot something wey we dey use. So this one just mean say we fit change am. But if you go back to this Charlie wey we dey before, you no fit just call something make you change am inside. You understand? Make we just go back to that Charlie wey we dey before. And Charlie be this. If you say same thing, say name, say we wan change something inside am now. Maybe we wan change index 0. So we say equals to, maybe it means we wan change that C to maybe Y or something. E no go fit work like that. E go give us error. Even if we say make e print am, print name. If you say make we print the name come outside, so na the difference between mutable and immutable be this. Just to know wetin mean. One mean say you no fit change one mean say you fit change am. For list, e dey mutable, we fit change am. We fit delete something, put another thing. For string and maybe tuple and other ones, we know e dey immutable, but we go go all those ones later. The next thing we wan talk be say, we don see the difference between mutable and immutable, but we go just look into tuple, wey be type of sequence data type. We go see the difference between tuple and list, and also the string wey we just talk about finish now. So yeah, we don talk say we no fit do some things. For example, we no fit say okay here we change something, and na because say e dey immutable. So if we wan say we wan change anything for here now we gats find style take mutate am. We just find another we take do am, because we no fit do am that way wey we just talk finish. And the way we say we fit use na to give out to put another variable all together. Say okay, maybe new variable, say new name or something. New name. This one na way we fit take do, because of course if we talk say we no fit change something, we gats find way around am. So make we just say the example now. My name is Charlie. We want to change am to my name na Charlie. So wetin we fit do na to slice, maybe we just carry this name, make we slice some parts comot. Say make we slice maybe my name, then because we want change am like I said. So make we just count am 0, 1. We'll count this space join. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 0 to 6, we'll come out am. 0 to 6. So we'll come out that one. Maybe we want to say okay, plus we want put now. Yeah, we won't count from. We won't come out this. We don't want to use this is again, right? So of course we will start from here again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one will start from 11. 11 2 minus 1, because I don't know. I don't feel count that one again. We'll just say 11 2 minus 1. And there's 11 go reach minus 1. So better suppose understand wetin I dey try talk. So we'll see wetin go happen now. We don't try and say okay, make you do this one. We'll see wetin go happen if we print new name, because we'll see if it will turn up well. Print new name. Okay, some issues there. Invalid syntax. What's the syntax again? See, it's an invalid syntax. Okay, we add this to this. Okay, sorry, we no put name for here, because we're supposed to put name for here. That's not what we did there. Wetin we print come outside? We print this new name na my name. Okay, we no put my name na Charlie. You no count am well for us. My name na Charlie. You no put E. Now say we no put this one correct. Maybe we reach 7th before I put E. Then we no put space for here. My name na space 7 no dey here. And this Charlie, you know can reach end. Okay, say if they do this thing, don't forget say we no go count the very last one. Okay, let's see if minus 0 go run am. I don't think so. Okay, no put am. So we'll just find the right this thing. This one, if this one are 11, this one will be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We'll put 18 for here. Voila. My name na Charlie. So here, now it's just the solution to that immutable be this. As it is immutable, we know if you just comot something at once. Set new what do they call them? Variable name. If you set new variable name, then we cut them. Since we fit slice them, we slice them. We add some kind of things join. Then yeah, we print new variable. And that one be say we don't sort our problem of that immutability we get before. We look into tuples. Yeah, the difference between list and tuple be say for tuple, I just more we know say na tuple they talk about. So the difference just be say this just still be like tuple. Tuple just be like, for example, now tuple be this. Instead of say we dey use that square bracket, we will use normal bracket for tuple, and if we put our list inside, sorry, our tuple inside, it go be like sequence, it go be like list. right? If we you understand what I talk. The same way we dey put am inside our list. The difference between tuple and list. I say this our tuple, e dey immutable. E dey like say you no fit change am just the way e dey for string, right? Then instead of that box, so we don dey use since, we go use this bracket. So this one na food. Again, we use food for example, dodo and rice. No, so na just maybe beans. So na tuple be this one for example. I know say we don dey look am say okay, why we don see this kind thing before now. We fit still add other things, maybe 45 yam, or maybe just put other number, or even this one as a string. We fit still put number. We fit put I think we fit still put through, we fit put floating number to 34.5. Everything, if you hold everything together, na tuple be this. And we fit do the same thing wey we do with our string, but we no fit do the same thing we do with our list. No be everything, because this one sef dey immutable. E mean say e no dey change anyhow, and like those lists. So why we dey use this one be say e get some kind code wey be say we go write, wey be say we no wan make things change. We no wan make, say for list for example, if you just go inside the list, make you change some things for the list, make am longer, make am shorter, anything. But if you get in ten tion say okay, this thing wey you list for inside here, so na tuple you wan use, e mean say you no go, maybe you no get in ten tion to change am anytime soon. So the same way wey we say we dey call slice, or we dey call index, we still fit call index with this same from inside this thing. Okay, sorry, print food one. Of course you go print the very first one give us. Na yam, say make you print minus 1. You print the last one come 34.6. so yeah, you fit still slice am as well. So you make it print 0 to 4 for example. You go fit still run that one for us. You fit still say okay, wetin be the length of okay, print the length of food. You should still give us the same. If you say print the length of food for say everything wey dey inside the tuple na 7. So na just tuple be this, and just like the same idea for string, all of them are sequence data type, but this sequence dey e dey immutable, right? You no fit just carry am change anyhow. Sometimes you go fit see, maybe you go fit just see something like, maybe if na one this thing you carry, for example, if you carry just one value inside the tuple, you fit just see something like this, right? But you go just see comma for the back, make e no just be like ordinary string. So if you leave am like this, it fit dey be like say na ordinary string or something. Just to recognize say na tuple, you go see comma for the back like this. E no mean say e go affect the code, but just to identify say na list or something, or na tuple wey take hold list, but the tuple na only one dey inside, just for people to see, right? So that one na one thing we fit do. So another thing be say we fit convert list and tuple. For example now, na one tuple be this, right? I fit just look am say okay, wetin I wan do to this tuple, maybe I wan change am to list. And the way we fit just do am na say okay, this one, so make I see if I fit list food, print list food. Let me see how this one go take work. Okay. Okay. Like say we no go fit do am for this thing, but we fit say list. Yeah. I wan change this one to list. Copy. Then let's see. Let me print and give us. Okay. Aha. As you dey see am so, make I just quickly clear and move this and well. Just the same way we dey change string to number, those kind of things for our very first this thing. We fit change this tuple, we fit change am to list. As you dey see am so, e give us the tuple for list, right? The same thing if we get list like this, we fit change am to tuple. Okay, we'll just say okay, at least be this. We'll change am to list. Now list be that. If we want to change am to tuple, you just put tuple for the front. Go change am just to change the bracket. And once you change the bracket, you dey change am to say okay, e dey mutable and non mutable. You don't turn say no fit change again. If na list, or if na if na tuple, no go fit change, e go dey immutable. If na list, you fit change things. So na it be that. If you say okay, make you change list to tuple for us, make you change tuple to list for us. And yeah, the example now say okay, say if you want say okay, 45 for example, you want change am to string, and to just we don't do this one several times, and to just put str for the front. Once you put str, maybe you print am now, you go change am to string. And we don't see this one, we don't use this one well for all our lessons. I just wait the same thing we dey do for this tuple and then list. If we print this one now, we will just change them to string. You will put comma on top. So I just wetin we just do just now like that. And yeah, I think this tuple we suppose don't get the whole idea. I will see you for the next class.